Hi everyone, Tim here, exercise physiologist at Iridium Health. Today I'm going to run you through a exercise routine that you can apply specifically during ad breaks of TV shows that you're watching at home. So as an exercise physiologist, a lot of what we try and prescribe to people is ways to include exercise into their day and into their lifestyle. Sometimes that can be really challenging if you're expecting a lot of yourself. So this is a really fun way to just get a little bit of exercise in. We really encourage people to acknowledge that it's starting something that's important and not trying to be perfect with everything you do. And even if you can only fit in a little bit, at least that's a start and we can build from there. So it's finding ways to incorporate exercise into your daily lifestyle and into things that you already do regularly to make it a little bit easier and more accessible. So what I've got up here behind me is a list of 10 exercises which we're going to run through as a sequence. So what you'll do during a TV show is start off, you'll only ever do 5 of these exercises at a time, but you're going to run through them in different formats. So we'll go through each of them individually and then I'll run through how you can put them together during each ad break. So, if you watch TV for a couple of hours a night, you're going to get at least 30 minutes of exercise in that time as well. So, that's just a bonus. All right, our first exercise is a basic little squat. So we use our couch, nice and comfy. Ideally, you can do this without using your hands, but if you have to push yourself up, this is quite a low couch. So you can see my hips are lower than my knees, so you might need to give yourself a little bit of a boost. Otherwise, hands across your chest. You come forward, standing up. You're only ever going to do 10 reps of each exercise. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So that's the first exercise done. You want to try and move between each exercise as quickly as possible to get through as many as you can. The next one is a seated arm and leg raise. So you're going to throw your arms up and your legs up at the same time. So you try and stretch your legs out. Doesn't matter if you can't get your legs straight. We want to try and get them coordinated. 4, 5, 6. So this is good for our tummy muscles. 7. Try not to poke your head forward. Just lift your arms as high as they're comfortable. And one more. 10. Good. And then we want to try a single leg get up. So this one's a bit harder. You might need to scoot over the edge of the couch to give yourself a bit of help. So we're going to put one leg out in front. You can use your heel on the ground here and try and stand up on one leg and then sit back down on that same side. Then swap your feet. 2, and swap. 3, if you can do it without your hands, that's great. And up. I think I swap my feet over then. And again, so you can use whatever you need to make it a bit easier. Keep swapping every time, don't I? Up and down on the same leg one more time each side. So this one might not be so good if you've got any issues with your knees. You can skip that one out. Next one is a little bit interesting. It's called a couch crawl. So we get down into a push-up position. And we're going to crawl our elbows up onto the couch. Up and down is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're trying to avoid sagging down through your back here. You want to keep your hips up nice and tall and try and bring your chest over the couch. So you'll see I actually point my toes and then pull them back. Couple more. And 10, good. Okay, then you spin around, we go straight into some dips. So you just scoot your bottom off the ground, sit on the floor if you can, and push yourself back up. 2, 3, 4. If you want to make it harder, we push our feet out in front. If you want to make it harder again, you can take a foot off the ground. I think that's about 10. Okay, the next one, pulses. So you're up balancing on your butt here, right on the edge of the couch, and you try and pull your knees to your chest. If you have to, you can go feet to the floor and lift them up that way, that's fine too. Otherwise, just straight in and out. 9, 10. Next one's a little bit fun, especially if you've got someone else that you can do this with. It's just called a switch seat. So all you do is stand up, get nice and low, slide across, sit down. Stand up, slide across, sit down. Stand up, slide across, sit down. So you want to get low in that slide, get down, slide across, and up. So if you can minimize your rest, you will get puffing a little bit. Get low, slide across, slide across. There you go, 10 of those. Next one's a T-roll. So we're over, back into a push-up position on the couch. You can do this one on your knees to make it easier, and we just roll open. So stretch your fingertips to the roof, rolling side to side. So again, if you want to make it harder, up on our toes here. 10. Next one's a bit interesting, so it's called a floor walkout. Again, if you've got a lower couch, you might need to be wary of your knees, so take your time doing it, no rush. We put your hands on the floor and walk yourself forward. Push up position here, walk back, sit on the couch. That's 1. Walk out, walk back, 2, walk out, 3, I'll do 1 towards the camera, 4, like that, straight in and out. So again, try and keep control of these motions as best you can. Push your bottom back. Do 1 more. Like that. And then the last one is a hip bridge. So we can do this one lying down. And you put your feet on the couch, don't tell your mum. And then you're lifting your butt up in the air. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Really squeeze your butt here. 7, 8, 9, and 10. There we go. So that's our 10 exercises. And if you roll through all of those nice and quick, you should really get puffing a little bit. Obviously you do it at your own speed and whatever you feel comfortable. So the way you can break this down is to split it into blocks of 5 exercises. So for the first ad break, you'll do the first 5 exercises. For the second ad break, you do the second 5 exercises. For the third ad break, we do all the odd numbers. So you do 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and 10. And then we do the even numbers in the next ad break. So there's lots of different ways you can put them together. For the next ad break, you go from the outside in. So that means you do the first exercise, 10th, 2nd, 9th, 3rd, 8th, and so on into the middle. And then for the next ad break, you reverse that again. So we go 5 and 6, 4 and 7, 3 and 8, and working our way out to the end exercises. So there's lots of ways you can put together the same exercises to get different workouts each time. So that's a really good way of keeping things simple and fresh and really approachable and accessible. Okay, I'd love to hear your feedback on this one. Thanks.